Good afternoon. My name is David Troy. I am here today to walk you through a solution that we've developed for residency programs. There are multiple sites like the one that I'm about to demonstrate for you. We have currently one for orthopedics, one for internal medicine, one for surgery. And basically, what the concept is that residents within a residency department will need access to journals. Um, Scholarly resources as well as ebooks and other information all in one consolidated location. And so my experience has been you go into a residency program, and typically residents will have their own resources. But what they're really looking for is something that they can centralize and have access to within the hospital and at home. And so this site that you see right here is an actual live site. And you can see here that I've logged in. My name is David. Every student within every resident would have access to this site. And you can see here in this instance, this is for the University of Maryland Hospital Center, and they have access to, the hospital does, has access to a series of journals, and they also have access to ebooks. And what this site does is it pulls together all of the resources that are orthopedic oriented into one certain location so that students could cross search and have direct access to it. So in this case, it's like Masters of Techniques in Orthopedic Surgery. If I was to click on that cover, it would take us directly to the ebook that was for that course area. So it goes directly to that ebook. The same thing with the journal. If I click on one of these journals, it'll take us directly to the journal. But the benefit to this is that all residents know where all the resources that are for their specific residency area are centralized. And what I've seen in the past is they might know where they can get access to one thing or maybe up to date or some things like that, but not all in one central location. And this can cross search update it date also. But you can see here there's an alphabetical listing of all the resources in here, as well as linking to any other resources, including PubMed and that kind of content, as well as a calendar for the department. If the department wants to maintain a centralized calendar for everybody to utilize, all the residents to utilize, and the faculty members to utilize, and then an area for faculty members and students to upload and keep track of their grand round presentations. So basically, a student who does a grand round presentation can go in here and upload a presentation. Faculty members, you could guard that and make it so that it was just faculty members also. But the true benefit to this is that students and faculty could come in here and cross search content for everything that was in this site as well as in the hospital. So your department might subscribe to a series of ebooks as well as other material for those residents, but most likely the hospital has a larger subscription, or the medical school, depending upon how your subscriptions are handled institutionally. And what this site does is it cross searches and centralizes everything into one core location. So instead of your students trying to figure out whether or not they have to go to PubMed or they have to go across the street to the medical school, they can go to the departmental site to do all of their research and have it centralized into just one central location. So, of course, the glenoid labrum, this basically comes up if I wanted to see articles that were peer reviewed and full text. The site does a lot of filtering on their behalf. And then also, well, it does provide CME as they search, but this is delivering the full text articles to them outside of something that would be like Google. But it is actually at the same time cross searching PubMed, Google Scholar, Highwire, all open access content. And you can see here in this instance, this institution has access to the 5 minute consult up to date. And then we've also put the trip database on there, which is free. So, really providing the residents with core access to all the information within one key location. And as I said before, the reason why this is different than anything else that would be available right now is most typically a department pulls together a lot of this information on their own, but they don't have a centralized search that combines it all together with what the department has as well as the institution. And then also tagging into any kind of ebooks. So we have a series of ebook collections that are called the LWW Health Library. We're a primary publisher in orthopedics, internal medicine, surgery, OBGYN, emergency medicine. You could plug all those ebooks into this and use it as the curriculum source for your students. And then again, have a centralized calendar and then also an area where all of your presentations and documents are stored for that department. So if you're a Residency that's one hospital, that's great. If you're a residency that crosses multiple hospitals, imagine the benefit of being able to have all of that content scored and located at a place where everybody could get access to it consistently. That's pretty awesome. So that's generally the concept of this resource. And our goal today is to get your feedback as to whether or not this is something you'd be interested in examining for your residency program. Thank you.